That's him. He's the small one there. That's his family, his sister and his parents. This is his bar mitzvah picture. This is the manifest when my grandparents came to the States. My father was actually conceived in Brazil. A lot of people went to Italy, to the States, or they went to Brazil. And this is actually the manifest, and you can see Moshe Richter and Esther Richter. Now, the reason there's an E is because the E is their actual name. The reason it became Richter is because the German immigrants were here previously, and the immigration just saw Richter, and they just said, oh, just make it Richter. So I'm actually Richter. All my relatives in Israel are Richters, but I'm the Richter, I guess. Oh, here's my father's 6th grade picture. I'll give you guys a few minutes to find him. No, I'm kidding. He's right in the middle there. Those are his folks. My grandfather was a house painter. There's my grandfather with my little brother Alan. And there's my father's mother Esther. They used to do a lot of horsing around pictures back then. There's April 1945 with a bunch of his friends. You see my brother, there's 2 fake beers in his hand. That's his high school, picture, high school yearbook. And there's my mom, Dorothy Wallach, quite pretty back then, and still now. This is my mom's autograph book from high school, and in the top left, on the top left of the page, it says, "This page is for Sammy." I just would like to read this to you, if you don't mind for a second. To the girl I love more than anything else in the world, Dottie. You are one of the swellest people on earth. You are a girl from God, Dottie, and you deserve all of the good things in life. You are earnest, altruistic, and beautiful. I know that I don't have to wish you success, for you are a girl whose character and personality mean success. I love you, and I'll always do my utmost to keep you as healthy and happy as possible. I'm sure a great many people think very highly of you, but they can never measure up to my opinion of you. You're the nicest thing that could happen to anyone. Mama. Stay there. Kiss your mother. Kiss your mother. Where's my microphone? I think
behind,
you can hear me anyway. Okay, good. That's all I need is a microphone. My God, it's so loud. Okay. Oh, so this is Tar Beach. So, the public transportation, they didn't have so many buses going to beaches. People didn't have cars. So guess what? They went out on the roof. So this is called, they said we're going to Tar Beach, and they used to hang out on the roof. I'm sure they went to real beaches too once in a while. Tar Beach. There's my parents at Tar Beach. There's a silly little picture of them. Now, this is my father's autograph book, and in his favorite book was Micro Hunters. His favorite game was handball, and as he says here, my father's favorite motto is, it says here specifically, as you make your bed, so must you be. So guess what? I was an underachiever for a long time, and guess what I heard growing up? How you make your bed, that's how you sleep. And until I actually saw this, I was like, where is he getting all these expressions from? Anyway, there it is. That's what I heard my whole life, and that's my father's book there, Micro Hunters.
Dental mechanic.
Now, my father turned 18 and was able to go to join the Navy in August 1st of 1945. Now, I don't know if you know your history, but the Japanese actually surrendered August 15th, 1945. My father used to tell people that the Japanese family surrendered because they heard he was gone. There's another shot of my dad. My father studied medicine at the University of Austria. There's his report card. I think it says, hey, there's some books in German, histology books. There's my father being a microbe hunter. My mom went to Europe and married my father in Paris. And they spent a lot of time traveling around Europe. One of the great mysteries of my life was this photograph. And I always wondered why, if I was Turkish, did no one tell me about it? And then I found out later that they had actually visited some salt mines, and this was the garb they gave you to protect your clothes. But it was, I wouldn't mind being Turkish, I just didn't want to live in secret, that's all. Here's my mom teaching she got a job in the, teaching the officers' kids that were stationed in Europe after World War II was over. There's my mom with me and my little brother. There's my bar mitzvah present from my parents, my Canon camera. And there's me and my dad. And you know what? I could look at that picture all day. I don't know why, but I can. Selfie. It's a selfie. First selfie. There we are at a Russian nightclub. This is, my father loved Israel. This is our family passport. I don't think they do that anymore. Here's my dad at the Wailing Wall. Here's my parents in Israel. There's my parents somewhere. This is, I gotta tell you, everyone says how proud my father must have been. And I don't have any kids of my own, so I don't know where I can really imagine it. But I know what it meant to him. I do know what it meant to him that I followed him. My father was also the most friendly guy in the world. If you were breathing, he would talk to you. Okay, that was the only requirement. And even mythical characters like Santa Claus he became friends with. He used to have parties for his patients, for his elderly patients in the office. Every Christmas, every holiday time, he would have holiday parties. And they used to be in the old Elmhurst office. There was a big waiting room. Then we did it at the Shalimar. There's my dad singing. I don't know what he's singing. But he loved this. He loved this. His birthday party at the office. I gotta tell you a little story. When I was growing up, my grandmother lived in the Bronx. And we used to go there on Sundays. And I remember leaving the house and stopping at St. John's Hospital and waiting in the car. And my father would go up and see some patients. And then we saw Grandma Hester, and then we'd come back. And guess what? Invariably, we were stopping by St. John's again. He saw his patients twice a day in the hospital. It was a routine. And I was like, I grew up in my father's car, but he was seeing his patients. He was a very dedicated guy. I'll tell you one more quick story about who this guy was, okay? There was a brother-sister who were going to lose their apartment, and they had a 2-week interval between being evicted from one apartment and getting into another. My father said, don't worry, you sleep in the office. He let his patients sleep in the office when they were between apartments. Do you hear anything like that? You don't hear stories like that. I don't know who does that. You know what? My father was also interested. He was interested in tennis. He painted. I'm gonna show you one last slide, and then we're gonna go dance. Okay? Who's gonna dance with me? Raise your hand. Over here. Side of the room. I'm gonna show you one more picture. Hold on, let me find it. Oh, that's the there. Okay. My father liked rock and roll. Willie Nelson, Elton John, Eric Clapton, and a few others I can't remember, but this is the picture that he would want me to show you. My father painted, and he painted a picture of the Brooklyn Bridge, and back then the New York State Journal of Medicine was putting doctors' paintings on the cover. And this painting is hanging in my waiting room, and my father's very proud of it. I'm going to end there. There's some other slides, but you know what? You've been very nice. Thank you for your attention. I hope all of you have a wonderful evening.
You know it is.